students of SPS High School to escort our dignitaries. I request everyone to stand. And continuous upward movement of the flame denotes the path of wisdom and divinity. I request
Director General Shivashivani Group of Institutions, Sudhakar Sir, faculty and staff of group institutions, parents, teachers and my dear friends to our investiture ceremony for the academic session 2021. Now let us begin vesting of a person with authority, power, right, office and dignity. It's rightly said that leaders are not born, they are made. Investiture ceremony is one of the most important ceremonies of the school which is eagerly awaited by the students. The investiture ceremony signifies the reliance and the confidence that the school consigns in newly invested office bearers.
We will witness now the much anticipated oath taking ceremony performed by the prefects, who take their oath of office with the promise that they will carry out their duties with integrity, faith, and excellence. So, to begin with the ceremony, I would like to call upon
I,
Prarthana
of class 10
of class 10
of SPS High School
of SPS High School
of the school,
of the school.
I solemnly affirm
I solemnly affirm
that
that
I will abide
I will abide
by the rules
by the rules
and regulations
and regulations
laid by the principal,
laid by the principal,
headmistress,
administrators,
teachers,
teachers,
and all those
and all those
in authority over me.
in authority over me.
We promise
Promise
to always strive
to
towards upholding the sanctity and dignity attached to the name Shiva Shivani. We will display graciousness, be kind and impartial to all our fellow students and uphold the values of the school. We will ensure that the school flag is always flying high. Of SPS High School has been elected as
Ruby Group Captain.
of the school. I solemnly affirm that I will abide by the rules and regulations laid by the principal, headmaster, teachers, and all those in authority over me towards upholding the sanctity and dignity attached to the name Shiva Shivani. We will display graciousness, be kind and impartial to all our fellow students and uphold the values of the school. We will ensure that the school flag is always flying high.
I request our head boy A. Ritish Reddy of 10th class to come on to the dais.
కొద్దిగా సైడ్
class and Vice Captain P. Lydia of 9th class to come on to the dais. Request Emerald House Captain L. Sirichandana of 10th class and Vice Captain Sayeda Madiha of 9th class to come on to the dais.
We welcome Dr. Pratap Reddy, Director Dhruva College of Management. Thank you very much, sir, for joining us.
I request the Captain of Sapphire House T. Prajwal and Vice Captain Nutan of 9th class to come on to the dais. request our sports captain Omkar of 10th class and Sandeep of 9th class to come on to the dais.
sir and ma'am. Now we have a march past by our office bearers. I request our correspondent Silas Sampati sir to take the salute. Thank you very much, sir.
I request Priyamada of 10th class to present a bouquet to our Dr. Pratap Reddy, Director, Dhruva College of Management. I request Rasanya of 10th class to present a bouquet to our correspondent Silas D. Sampath sir. A bouquet to our Sudhakar sir, Director General of Shiva Shivani Group of Institutions.
May I now invite our head
President Arati Sampati Madam, Correspondent Silas Sampati Sir, Principal Deepika Ma'am, HM Sharada Ma'am, teachers, guests and my dear friends. I, Prarthana Sampati, on behalf of the Student Council, would like to express our immense gratitude towards the management and teachers for electing us and believing in us. We see this as a great opportunity to inculcate values, discipline and harmony in the life of others and the opportunity to lead by example. We promise to uphold the values of our school and to fulfill all the expectations with sincerity and passion. We will try our best and work persistently for the excellence of our school. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Now, I request Dr. Pratap Reddy, Director, Dhruva College of Management, to speak a few words.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
I am glad to be here as the grandfather of Prarthana. Though I am not related to her biologically, God brought her near me. And I am proud to say that she is my granddaughter. And whereby I can say that her parents are my children. Whether it be Shailesh Sampati or Deepika. On this auspicious occasion, I would like to say, on occasion, I would like to say few words about the children. Am I audible to you? How many people in this gathering ask questions in the classroom? Please raise hands. How many of you raise questions in the classroom? Very, very few. How many people ask questions every day? Every day. And the last question, how many people ask questions in every class, to every teacher, every day? What is your name, beta? Will you please stand up? What is your name, beta?
Vatsankita. Vatsankita.
How do you spell it?
Vatsankita. Vatsankita.
B-A. Vatsa. Vatsa Ankita. You know what is the meaning of Vatsa? Huh? No. Vatsa is junior. Vatsa is son. Vatsa is Shishya. Vatsankita means the teacher is devoted to you. You are such a wonderful student. God bless. I am told in Israel, you know Israel? Israel, when the child comes to home after the school, the mother asks, how did it go today? No. Did you have breakfast? No. She will ask invariably, what questions you have raised, beta, in this today in this class, in the school? What is that mother asks? What is that mother asks? Vatsankita? What questions you have raised in the class today? Please understand that. That is the beauty of questioning. Please practice that. But in order to manufacture a question, you must be well prepared for the class. You must note down the notes verbatim. You are preparing for the class. You are making down the notes and understanding what is said by the teacher. Then only you are able to ask the questions. It is not easy to manufacture a question. But mind you, not Vatsankita, anybody here, it is said, please listen to me, no question is stupid. Answer could be. The teachers also should listen. No question is stupid. Answer could be. If any teacher says that the question is stupid, the question is wrong, the teacher is wrong. Please understand that. In Sanskrit it is said, Sravanam, Mananam, Nididhyasanam. Sravanam, Mananam, Nididhyasanam. Listen, internalize and practice. And there is a wonderful communications expert in the world, Julian Flaherty. What he says, I quote, to ask the question, you should know rasa. Rasa in Sanskrit is the juice. The teaching learning juice is, he has used Sanskrit. Oh, Deepika, you are always, there's no sound. Sanskrit word. Please listen carefully. R is receive what is said by the teacher. Receive. Then is appreciate. S is summarize. And last A is ask questions. Receive, appreciate, summarize, ask questions. Please understand that. When can you receive? Unless you are interested in the class, interested in the subject, interested in the teacher, you cannot receive. You must be motivated, self-motivated to listen to the teacher. Shravanam, not hearing please, listening. And you know, you're all English medium students, no? Anybody can tell me what is the relationship between silent and listen? Silent and listen. Ask you a simple question. Silent and listen. They are manufactured of the same alphabet, please. In English alphabet, write S-I-L-E-N-T and L-I-S-T-E-N. Both are manufactured of the same alphabet. You know that? And those are very, very important, please. Unless you are silent, your listening cannot be comprehensible. You must be silent to make your listening comprehensive. You must be silent. The beauty of silence, you can't understand. Beauty of silence is very, very important. That's how I requested Deepika to organize that there should not be sound. You must be silent to listen. After all, after receiving and appreciating and summarizing what is being taught by the teacher, you should ask questions. And what is the question? You have not asked. Vatsalya asked, what is the question? Anybody tell me what is the question? Not a question mark. What is the question? You are too young to understand. What question should be like striking the matchstick against the matchbox. It should strike it so that it will ignite the enthusiasm in the listener. And whatever you have struck the matchstick to the matchbox, you should not throw in the haywire so that it will cause forest fire. No, it should only ignite the enthusiasm in the classmates, in the mind of the teacher. You should not be to pose, to express that I am great, or to showcase your ego. No. No. It should be only inquisitive and should be related to the subject being taught, and it should be humble. Humble. What time I have got? Continue. How many minutes? I will go up to Parabha. Another 5 minutes. నిశ్శబ్దం నిశ్శబ్దం మనందరికీ అర్థం కాదు. ప్రపంచం ఎట్లా ఉంది, ఎంత భయంకరం అంటే చప్పుడు ప్రాక్టికల్గా చూస్తున్నాం కదా. చప్పుడు ఎంత భయంకరం అంటే ఇట్ ఈస్ డెసిబల్స్, ఇట్ ఈస్ మెజర్డ్ ఇన్ డెసిబల్స్. అండ్ ఇఫ్ ద డెసిబల్స్ ఆర్ నాట్ మేనేజబుల్ బియాండ్ సర్టన్ లిమిట్స్, ఇట్ మే కాజ్ డెత్ ఆల్సో, ఇట్ మే కాజ్ హెడేక్ ఆల్సో, ఇట్ మే కాజ్ disease also. Please understand that. The world is full of din and dirt and dust. Din, dirt, dust. Sound is not required. Sound of silence is beautiful. You may wonder what this man is talking about it. Where is the sound of silence? I'll tell you a story and I'll close it. Please listen carefully. Am I audible? In 2nd century AD, A king sends his son, the future king, the prince, king in the making, sends his son to a Gurukul. And the prince goes and prostrates before the teacher. You know, Guru, how many people prostrate, touch the feet of Shailesh? Anybody? While leaving the college, school, how many people touch Deepika and Shailesh's feet? Anybody? Anybody? How many of you touch the feet of your mother and father? Please raise hands. Please touch the feet of the teacher also. Please understand that. You don't lose anything. Deepika and Shailesh will lose their tapas in blessing you. You will gain, they lose. Please understand that. Always respect. Talli, Tanri, Guru. Devudu ekkadaina unnadu. Whether you are a Christian, Sikh, Hindu, or any religion, God is there. But a teacher is in the garb of God. He is there to help you take the right approach. Now, the Guru tells the prince, go and stay in the forest for a while and come back. The prince goes to the forest. After 1 year he comes back. Listen carefully. Listen carefully. He uttered only one sentence, my dear son, go to the forest and come back after a year. The prince goes to the forest. After 1 year he returns. The teacher asks, what did you hear? What did you listen? He tells, the prince tells the Guru, Guru, I listen. The cuckoos sing, birds chirp, leaves rustle, water guzzle. All these sounds I could hear. You are able to understand me? Now teacher tells, my dear son, go back to the forest again, stay for more than 1 year and come back. This time the student, the prince goes back to the forest and comes back after 2 years. Now teacher has, what did you hear this time? Now you must be very careful. Please understand that. This I have told probably in international conferences also. Very important. Please listen. It will change your mindset. It will put you on the right track. What he said, listen. Dear sir, I could hear the unheard. I could hear the unheard. I could hear the sound of sun warming the earth. Sound of sun warming the earth. You are able to get me? Is there any sound while warming the earth? You are sitting there and the sun is warming the earth. You are able to see, listen any sound? But you can. I could hear the sound of sun warming the earth. I could hear the grass, sound of grass drinking the morning dew. Sound of grass drinking the morning dew. Sound of flower opening. Can you hear these sounds? If you are silent, if you are kind of subsumed in the nature, you can hear those things. Please understand that. You are all sitting here. Your mother and father, they are all with you. Their vibrations are with you. You can feel it. Both my kids are abroad. I can feel them. Across 7 seas I can feel. They also can feel. That is the beauty of silence. That is the beauty of perception. That is the beauty of feeling. Please understand that. Silence, silent and listen. And questioning. These are the 2 things keep in mind, and it will take you farther in life. God bless you. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir, for your motivating words. Now, I request our correspondent Shailesh Sampati, sir, to address the gathering.
Professor Pratap Reddy, founder and director, Dhruva College of Management, Professor Sudhakar, Director General, S.T. Sampati Sivaswari Group of Institutions, colleagues on and off the dais, and my young friends. At the outset, I congratulate the body of the school for taking over charge, though at this stage of the academic year, towards the ending of the academic year, that all of us know there are very few days left in the academic year, the responsibility of the prefect body becomes multifold, again because of the unprecedented times that we are. Coming back to school, since yesterday, all of you have been made aware that there are certain procedures that have got to be followed. For instance, your social distancing and sanitizing your hands after every session, not taking your mask off, which probably if somebody was to have spoken to us about this about 10 months ago, even probably on the 14th of March last year, if all of us would have laughed at that question. But then, this is what is changed. This is what is now become the new normal. In fact, a couple of days ago, I was actually reading about a very young girl of 12 years. Her name is Paulami Patel. Is a girl born in 1989. A girl who stayed in Bombay or Mumbai, as we now call it, and had a maternal uncle here at Hyderabad. And Paulami would come to Hyderabad for every summer vacation and spend time with her cousins and other relatives here and then go back after 6 to 8 weeks. When this girl was in class 6, it was exactly 20 years earlier, in 2001, when all the elders in the family were taking a nap, the youngsters got together and said they would play fishing, pretend to throw the reel with a bait, and then after some time pulling it back, pretending that they caught a fish. So these young group of children got a vessel from the kitchen, tied it up with a wire, and standing on the second floor balcony, they threw the vessel outwards. And the vessel went and fell somewhere, and they were now pretending to pull it back and pretending to catch a fish. Unfortunately, the vessel went and fell on a live wire. And it was Paulami's turn to pretend that she was caught a fish and just pulling the reel back. The moment she touched it, the 11,000 volts of current which passed through. It passed through her right hand and came out of her left leg. That's the surgery. The parts that the current. And in a fraction of a second, she was thrown back and she fell down unconscious. And when the elders of the family rushed, they found that she was lying unconscious, had almost put 75 to 80% burns, which was the information that was given to them by the hospital authorities, by the doctors there. And no muscle, no flesh on her right hand and right leg. I'm sorry, the left hand and the left leg. That was the condition in which she was taken to the hospital. This girl underwent 45 surgeries, and within a week of the accident, her right hand was amputated just below the elbow. And the so-called relatives of the world is so inhuman that when people started visiting her at the hospital, they wanted to see her, how her hand looked like when it was amputated, and how her left limbs looked like with no flesh. And people would start pointing out at different parts of her body and say, this is what has happened. And they would make out very cruel comments and statements there. Fortunately, Paulomi had 100% support, more than 100% support of her parents. Looking at the stream of visitors, her father put forth a condition that anybody who had to meet Paulomi must first tell her a joke, and then she would in turn tell a joke, and only then they would be allowed to talk. So, as many people as she met each day, or as many people they came to meet her every day, made her laugh. And that, the doctors say, has played a very major part in her getting cured. And a girl with such a lot of faith in herself, that within 1 year of this accident, she was able to study at home and appear for the 7th class examinations along with the same batch of students that she was studying. And later on, she went on to do her undergraduation at the MBA from an institution, very famous institution called Narsi Monty, which is now a university, and also has a B-school here in Hyderabad. And is now married, has 2 kids, and is running a family business, which is manufacturing of heavy machinery. And her message, to the other human beings, in fact to all of us, is, she says there is so much more in life, and there's a whole world to conquer. So disabilities, accidents shouldn't deter us from moving forward and achieving the goals that we set for ourselves. And before I end, I would like you to always bear this in mind, that the difference between failure and success is the ability to persevere. That is the ability not to stop doing things because of it. And probably for you to understand, if somebody, let's say, is not able to clear class 10 in the first attempt, And there should not be any negative thoughts because of that. Because you have your whole life left. The only thing that will keep you moving forward is keep on attempting that examination and you clear and then move on. You don't need to stop at a certain point. And to my newly elected prefect body, I would want each one of you to bear in mind that you are now the role models for all the other students at school, whether you have classes physically or you have classes online, but you are now role models for all your classmates and all your juniors. So what you do will reflect and have an impact upon every other student in the school. And in these troubled times, I want the prefect body to always bear in mind that the protocols or the procedures that we have to follow during this pandemic is something that is for not only our own safety but the safety of the society, the world. So probably get it out of your mind that physically touching each other even for a second in front, as you meet the group of friends is strictly prohibited. No physical contact. Always maintain the distance that you are supposed to maintain and never take off your mask. From the instant you step out of your house till you step back into the house. So this, I know it's going to be difficult, and do not forget to sanitize your hands at the beginning of each class. Because what you do will be followed by every other student. So wish you all the very best. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir, for your inspiring words. Now, we have a vote of thanks by our head boy, Ritesh Reddy of 10th class.
Present here. I, Ritesh Reddy, the head boy of SPS High School, would like to propose the vote of thanks on this significant day. My sincere thanks to our correspondent Silas Sampati sir for gracing this occasion. We are blessed, sir, with your presence. I also thank our other dignitaries for sparing time from their busiest schedule to grace the occasion. Last but not the least, I thank all my teachers and parents for extending their support and encouragement.
Sir. Sir, Madam. Madam, close, madam. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, మీరు అట్లా ఇచ్చినారు కదా నేను ఇట్లా ఇస్తా వన్ సెకండ్